be sure to get yourself on that list and you can play with or against me. So I'm going to do my usual thing of going straight into some sort of aggro deck. And what are we going to go with? I don't know. Drape Power. Drape Power is always very quick. Fantastisch. And we're straight in. Just let me get that menu right up at the front there. There we go. Fix that. So how are we all doing today? Hopefully very well is the answer that I expect. Alright. We've got 4 lands, a thing in the ice with a fling. This is risky because it doesn't do enough, but we could draw into some stuff. Let's do it. Timber Gorge. Pass the turn. We've got a fat stack against our opponent. Not the fattest of stacks, but it is a fat one nonetheless. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for asking. Jaddy Offshoot. Okay. And gains a life. Risky always equals fun. Alright. Let's go Thing in the Ice. I found some people in my comment sections for certain videos don't appreciate how many risks I take. It's like, look, here's the safe option. And I'm like, nah. Who needs the safe option when this is the fun option? Right. We get more lands. Alright. This is less fun. Let's go take inventory, get a counter off our Thing in the Ice. And draw a card. And pass the turn. Cracking his landscape for a lovely red land to gain some life. So we won't be up to 20 our opponent with this Thing in the Ice. But I'm sure that won't matter too much. Favorite legendary creature? It's a tough one actually. I'm not quite sure. So we could Titan Strength, Expedite, get down to 2 counters. We'd need 1 more counter to flip Thing in the Ice. If that Titan Strength finds a 1-drop, then we can get in for 10. Our opponent doesn't really have much to do about it. Yeah, let's try it. Favorite legendary. I'll have to think on that one. There's so many. Expedite, give it haste, take a counter off. Come on, 1-drop. Or 2-drop actually at this point. Ah, Fevered Visions. Alright. Well, we'll just Fumarole and pass. Chandra's Ignition to kill our Thing in the Ice. And you're Offshoot. That sucks. Gonti is pretty sweet. I'm just thinking about commanders that I want to play. Actually, I think Misform Ultimus is probably the one that I want to play most of all. It's I think it's a 2/2 for 4 that has all creature types. And so in Commander you just play every single Merfolk get +1/+1 an Island Walk, and Servos get +1/+1, that kind of thing, and it all triggers on the Ultimus. It's a lot of fun. It's a pretty cool card to play around with. As for cards that are maybe in Magic Duels, I do like me some Brisella, if we're going to count that card. Not Bruna or Gisela, but Brisella. Oh yeah, the new Commander set looks absolutely insane. It might be my jumping in point, actually. 4 damage. This isn't going well. Our opponent's at 32. Oh my god. Okay, so we're down to trying to make sure that we don't die. Let's see what we can get. Give that haste. Redraw. Double shock. Alright, we got lucky. Kill that. Has he got a pump spell? Don't have a pump spell. Resolves. He keeps pausing, so I imagine he has got it. Yeah, there's his defense. Alright. Ninja Fanzo, thank you for hosting. Appreciate it, buddy. Alright, we draw. Not an answer. Okay. Do we just die here? We may very well. Sylvan Advocate. Not just dead, but, I mean, we can't come back from this. Mina and Den bouncing a land to gain more life. And we hit more lands. Of course we do. Alright, well, I'm just going to pass. I'm not even going to entertain this game by playing a land. Clearly doesn't want me to. And that's a dead card. Alright, I think we'll just scoop to this. Right, who is first on the list? And are we playing Two-Headed Giant or Versus? Could fling my land. Yeah, fling for 0. Would be lovely if that was possible. Is that Zarvolt? Alright, Zarvolt, do you want to play Two-Headed Giant or Versus? Guess Versus? Alright then, if you want to mute and minimize, and I'll pick a deck. Don't know what we're going to play. I didn't have time to make some new decks today, unfortunately. So we're playing with our usual ones. Let's go with that one. I realise... Nope, never mind.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah, Ninja for hands out. Thank you for following. Appreciate it. Alright, invite sent. Yeah, Two-Headed Giant always fails for me in Zarvolt. It's probably a good idea we just go straight to Versus then. Cat Dragon tokens. Now that is a tribe. I want a Cat Dragon Lord. Not just a Dragon Lord. Or a Cat Lord. A Cat Dragon Lord. Suppose you're right there. Alright. Let's go. 3 lands, and we can do things, so I'm keeping it. It's pretty much how I measure any hand. Can I do things with it? Ooh, Forerunner Slaughter. Not bad. I do be finding a colourless source soon. Not necessarily in any rush to find it though, because we don't actually need it right now, but if we find Reality Smasher, I want to get in on time with that. And a Scrounger. Okay. Well, I think we will go with Scrounger first. Can Forerunner and then give it self-haste. Should be fine. Ah, Fatal Push. That's why we went with that one first, because that one comes back. Whereas our Forerunner, not necessarily. Then again, kind of really want to go with a Flare Drone instead. Well, it doesn't get Fatal Pushed, but it does get countered. Let's go. Let's do this. Cat tribal, eh? Ooh. How do we want to go about this? Play our land. I mean, no need whatsoever, really, to hold up this disintegration. Any spell that we cast will trigger the flare drone. Well, they enter the battlefield anyway, will. We can get him for 3 immediately, if he doesn't have Blessed Alliance or any other removal like that. We can get in for 3 on the drain with an ingest backup, and then we can just set up with Nettle Drone. I think we'll go with a Dominator Drone. Counter. This is very old school. He's going to flare drone us. Alright. Actually, I think he made a mistake there. Did he maybe see that as 2 mana? He might have. Alright, well, we get a trigger off the flare drone, and then we get a trigger from the Dominator drone. Mistake from our opponent. Yeah, this is very old school. Love this deck, though, back when I built it. And it still does alright, to be honest. It does a lot better in Two-Headed Giant, because there's a lot of 1 damage to each opponent kind of things. Languish. Okay. Not really that sad about that. If we draw a land, we can go Forerunner or even Nettle Drone. And we can get back Scrap Heap Scrounger. And I think I might do that while he's tapped out, get as much on the board as possible. So, Nettle Drone. And then to get rid of Dominator Drone. I don't believe I've got any Graveyard Recursion, so it doesn't matter what I pick. And we'll pass. Oh, the Minotaurs. Planar Outburst. Alright, cool. Well, we do pretty much the exact same thing. Looming Spires. Alright, Forerunner. +1/+1. Give it haste. And then we'll get back our Scrounger on his end step. Take him to 10. It's a shame about Minotaurs in Duels. I think we're just short of a decent Minotaur deck. Because the only real Lord is a rare that you're not going to see very often. Sorin! Is he minusing? Yep. Alright. Well. Let's get back our Scrounger. Rid of the Flare Drone. Take Sorin to 1. Kill him if we get... Oh no, we have Chandra mana. Never mind. What am I talking about? So, Chandra comes down. That's probably going to be game. Take up Chandra. Kill Sorin. Swing for 3 our opponent. They need a never, really. If they can't get rid of Chandra, they're going to die. Because we've got Unlicensed Disintegration for 1 creature with the damage enabled. There's a never. Okay. So we hit him for 3. We can kill their land if they ever try to block with it, and then we've got Vile Aggregate as well that we can also play to add to the board. Oh, Dominator Drone. That's nice. Play this before combat, just in case that's a Blessed Alliance. We'll get this value now, then. And swing! Alright. Do I hold up removal, or do I just play into this board state? Just in case he has another board wipe, I'll just hold up the removal. Well. Speak and it shall become a reality. Passes, we get back Scrounger. Oh, Scrounger. You are ever so annoying. And if this Scrounger hits and these two resolve, we win. Blessed Alliance. Makes us sacrifice it. Alright. Well, Flare Drone, and then we'll Scrounger back next turn, or in response to him killing our drone. Props to our opponent for lasting this long. They've had an answer every single time. The problem is every time they kill our lethal creature, we get another lethal creature back. Or nearly lethal, in this case. Ah, this dude. This dude's pretty awesome. Love Vile Aggregate. Can get so out of hand as well. So quickly. Planar Outburst. Alright. We get back Scrap Eat Scrounger. Getting rid of the Dominator Drone. Exactly, Lumi. Exactly. Alright. Take him to 1. He's used both of his Languishes, he's used both of his Planar Outbursts. So, I'm just going to play... Might as well play all my creatures into this board, because even if he wipes it, we get back Scrounger. This just means a single removal spell won't do it. It's like your Henny's Expertise. It will kill these two, but it'll leave Aggregate alive, and then we'll just get back the Scrounger, which boosts the Aggregate up to be able to kill. Finally gets rid of the Scrounger, but it is a little too late. Tap on Eldron. And that's game. Oh man, that pressure must have been absolutely horrible, to be honest. There isn't a nice word to describe that. But it was a good game, good game. Oh, Ninja Fanzo, thank you very much for the 10 bits. Appreciate it. Who is up next? Peter, are we doing Versus or Two-Headed Giant? Two-Headed Giant once and then switch to Versus when it fails. Alright. Okay. Let's play... You're doing Ramp Fling. Okay. What should we do? Maybe do Exert Aggro, so you don't have to ramp too much to get there. That seems like a fun idea. Alright, where art thou? There you are. Sent you an invite, sir. Yep, don't forget, if you want to play with or against me, get on that list. And if you've played before, you can go back on that list, but you won't have priority. So you'll be at the top of the list. at the bottom of it, depending on your perspective. All right, let's go. Yeah, I thought that might have been the case. I did mention that. Oh, it timed out. All right, Peter, let's go versus. He called it. It was probably not a good idea to try and call it. If you want to mute and minimize the stream, I'll send you an invite. Cruel Auras. Let's not play Cruel Auras just yet. Or maybe we should. Let's go with... If you ever have a suggestion for... Well, let's say a suggestion. If you ever have a request for a deck that you want to see me play that might be on this list, then be sure to let me know as well, and I'll play that. Let's play Burn. Control. Alright, Control will be next. Leamy got in there first, it had to happen. It was destiny. Alright. This one is an interesting one. If we ever got Fiery Tempers, this start would be insane. I'm gonna go with it. Play Mountain and pass. Control, then mill. Alright. Yeah, I'll try to, I'll switch it up if it comes to like a versus match or something like that, just so that the, it isn't immediately obvious what deck I'm playing. So we'll go for a Brawler. Dump the Sanitarium, I guess. And there's a Fatal Push. Goodbye, Brawler. What budget deck am I planning on building? It's funny you should ask that. You'll find out tomorrow. Alright, we'll go Ether Hub. And we'll Brawler again. This time... If I dump the Mountain, then playing Hazoret next turn becomes difficult. So I'm going to dump the Shock. It's risky, but I'm pretty sure we can swing in with Hazoret next turn if we want to. Tezzeret's Touch. Alright. Interesting. Swings for 5. We're going to be swinging for 9, so I'm fine with that. Lightning Axe. Alright. Not bad. Hazoret coming down. And swing. Hazoret should be very difficult to deal with. That being said, if he's got Battle at the Bridge, it gives -X/-X, so that's actually a good way to deal with gods. So I'm probably going to Lightning Axe and discard to deal with the Implement, because it's going to make us discard anyway when we kill it. And it gets an artifact off the field that he can't improvise with. I did bring back that Scrounger far too many times. I did not expect the amount that I was going to bring that back to be the case, but you know, it happened. Okay. So I'm not really going to play around Battle at the Bridge at this point. I think I'm just going to Lightning Axe his Esperzoa, discarding the Brawler, swing for 9 again. Because then he's going to be forced to block anyway, and he's not anywhere near killing our Hazoret, really. And even if he taps out for that, he loses to that. So let's just push through damage. Could just still have a fatal push. But it looks like he doesn't. Down to 2. Can he kill us and can he stop us? This is a burn deck as well, so there's so many chances that the top deck just kills him regardless of our board state right now. Alright, hits us for 5. And he's gonna kill his implement to get a redraw. Okay. She does get his implement back because of the Tezzeret's touch. Can no longer be a Languish. Yeah, I think that is a concession. Nothing in blue that can stop us here as far as I'm aware, and we hit a land. Discard the mountain, 2 Hazoret, burns our opponent to death. Alright, who is up next? Yeah, we had the kind of the nut draw there. There was a few cards that could have been burn spells, which would have made it better, but yeah, it was a quick game. Yeah, by all means, get yourself back on the list though. We'll play again. IHIO! Two-headed giant. Alright, let's do this. So Lumi wanted me to play control, so I'll play control, and if we end up going versus, I'll change my deck up. Or will I? Let's see. I haven't built this week's Magic deck yet, which, for the record, spoiler alert, is going to probably be Esper Control. I think they're tied, but in the case of a tie, I win, so I'm going to be making Esper. Right, Drawn Fold. Let's go. And invite sent. Oh, I couldn't have done worse than last week. Last week was just a tire fire of failure. So 2-0, it's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Alright. Life Drain and Control. This is going to be interesting. Oh, not quite so interesting. Let's try that again. We got this. We can do this. Send you another invite. Yeah, I won the first game. The one where I give you guys time to get on the list. I won that, and then it was just a big, long streak of losing after that. I don't know if I won later on. IHR, do you want to send me an invite instead? See if that works. Alright, no worries. We'll do versus instead then. Alright, I will go with... What should we go with? I could go with the decks that I know very well and I'm very good with, just to keep the streak going. But I'm not about that. I'm about fun. So what do I want to play? Somebody said this one. So I've sent you an invite. Although you shouldn't have heard me, because you should have already muted. Decks that did well in the starter cards only tourney. No surprise, mine didn't do very well. Mine's probably towards the bottom. But yeah, there's some, if anybody wants to get started on Duels, there's some really well built decks on that list. Highly recommend starting with one of those. Oh, we've got an invite. I shall accept this one. And go. Bloop. Thank you. Hello, Bloop. Yeah, I think a draw or something like that got me into 27th. Oh no, I think I won a single game in the entire tournament and then lost the rest. I believe that was the case. Alright, we are playing Mill, one lander, throw it all back, and we got tutelage and lands. I'm taking it. Smouldering Marsh and go. Tied for third worst. Oh, I'm proud of that. Alright. Cinderglade. Evolving Wilds. Cracking it 4. Plains. Interesting. Well, we're going to play down our tutelage. There's not really much we can do about it if they have removal for it, so let's go. Clifftop Retreat, untapped. Reclamation Sage. Ooh. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is Exo Aggro. May very well be. Alright, we're in for a very quick game. Whether we win or he wins. We'll see. Drakehaven could be helpful, but we need some looting stuff. So for now, just going to play a land. Probably shouldn't have played that land actually, but we'll see what we get. Yahenni's Expertise. Prepare to fight. Well, we can take care of any 2-drops or less with our Fatal Push, but don't have an answer for this Captain. Is it Captain? Crasher. Until we get our next swamp. Chandra. Ugh. Taking up or adding mana? Both are one and the same. Adding mana. Okay. More red. Wrong colour at this particular situation, but interesting. Very interesting. the really high mana cost, which is really bad for Fatal Push. So we could loot with the Sanitarium. Or we could play down the Drake Haven and hope we draw into something that helps here. Next turn, that is. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. It was supposed to be control, but in light of it being versus, I didn't want the deck that I was playing to be spoiled. So it's going to be control when you least expect it. How about that? We take 3 more. Probably another 2 from Chandra. Might tick up for mana though, because I did see some 5 drops in there. True Heart Twins. It's just a tick up with Rootbound Crag. Okay. Champion of Ronas. Oh boy, where's my black mana? Not there. 6, 7, 8. Have we seen any burn from him? We haven't. We died to a hasty creature that is small, to say the least. It's just Fevered Visions, hold up Fatal Push. Hope we draw into a swamp so we can wipe the board, but I don't think that's quick enough. Collective Defiance. Well, we hit a Glorybringer. That's one hasty creature we don't have to worry about. There are, of course, just more crashes, and I think that'll do it. Ticks up for the mana. Is this Glorybringer? Oh, Rishkar's Expertise. Draws loads of cards. And plays Glorybringer. That's game. Ah! Out of curiosity, what would he done for 5 triggers with a Collective Defiance with 2 mana open for maybe a take inventory, so for 7 triggers that's about 14 cards. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do it. Really needed that extra black source for that board wipe, and we might have been able to get out of that, but it was not meant to be. Streak over. Ah. Dang it. Well, that is it. Oops. I just hit my headphones. Who's up next? Peter. Ready to play? What do we want to do? Two-headed giant? Alright. Let's do this. Alright, control was on the list of things to play. So, I will be controlling and making sure that you hit your combo. And there you are. Yeah, just not fast enough, unfortunately. We had board wipes, but didn't hit our double black. Kind of similar situation to previous game where we had our Scrounger running riot with no removal available. Good game though, good game. I did think that. I was wondering if it was the Exert deck I played a while ago, but then I saw a lot of new cards. Looked very sweet though. Did appreciate a fresh new deck. Oh, timed out. Let's try... You know what? It's been a while since I reset a whole 30 minutes or so. 40 minutes. Let's reset the game. We'll see if that'll fix anything. Come on. There we are. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Two-headed giant. Go to control. There you are. Invite Peter. There we are. I don't know. I think we see Samut a fair bit. Just she doesn't fit into every single deck necessarily, but the decks that she does fit into, she's absolutely insane. It's just one of those things. Oh, god dang it. What does she do? She's a 3/4 double striker with flash, who can untap creatures as well. She's effectively a 3-color creature, but you only have to pay 2, of course. Let's try this again. Oh yes, with vigilance as well. She's got all the keywords. Hey Megabees, how's it going? Tell you what does go very well with Samut Voice of Dissent is Odric. Odric gives all creatures keywords based on the keywords that some of your creatures already have. So essentially with Samut on the board gives all of your creatures double strike and vigilance and haste, even though Samut of course gives them haste by himself. So there you go. Ah, two-headed giant. Why you hate me? Invite to game. Random opponent. Let's go. It might be looking that way, Peter. Oh, we're in something. I don't know whether you're with me or not, but I'm going into a game. If you're not in there, then we'll do versus, I suppose. Oh, hey, Toifu. Well, that's a good job I reset the game then. Happy to have you. Hope you're having a good time. No, you're not in this game. Yeah, well, I figured by the trio of homeless Jaces that you weren't. Alright, let's do versus. Let's keep this train going. That hand looked decent, actually. Right. If you want to mute the stream, I'll pick a deck, and I'll send you an invite. See what I did there, chat. What's the other creature that's really good for keywords? Is it Flare Husk? It delves into your graveyard, and all creatures that you exile, you get all the keywords from those creatures. This one's it's not the best, but we'll take it. Okay, let's just get our Renegade map down. What's your favourite card out of the unsets? Mine's probably Cheaty Face. I do love Cheaty Face. I don't know if MTG bot has them in the database, since they're not exactly. I don't think they're on MTG at all anyway. Alright, we're going to keep the map around for the disintegration, plus we're also very, very heavy on lands right now, so... The toy-themed cards. Isn't there a tugboat one that says it's got cumulative upkeep, and at the beginning of your upkeep you have to say chew as many times as your upkeep cost is. So to keep it around, you just gotta go chew, chew, chew like that. It's just really embarrassing. All right, land and pass. What are you doing? I don't know. Isolated Chapel. Okay, we'll take the counter. We will take the board wipe. I'm not sure how useful it is in this matchup. It's better to have it than not need it though. Okay, let's go Drown Catcomb and pass. Tear confetti into pieces. Throw the pieces onto the playing area from a distance of at least 5 feet. Destroy each card in play that piece touches. Remove the pieces from the game afterwards. Oh, I really need to play around with the unsets. Never really done it, but it'd be great. There's also one, like a creature that has like +5/+5 as long as you're eating. Just really fun stuff like that. What do we do here? He's only got 1 blue mana open. HOO, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Alright, I think we're good to play Fevered Visions. If this resolves, we're in a good spot. Nice, because I think he's control. So Fevered Visions benefits us a fair bit and burns him for having cards in hand. Read the bones. Alright, draws a card, takes some damage. Fevered Visions is probably going to win us this game, I would imagine. Anguished Unmaking disappears into the ether. Alright, well, I can Fevered Visions again with counter backup. Now, if that doesn't kill him... Oh, no, no, no. No, Fevered Visions, they're staying. They're staying. That's both these Anguished Unmakings. You can get rid of one of them if you want, but... Hey Richard, how's it going? Getting in with the vent. Yeah, our opponent's not in a good spot right now, at all. He does have counters open now, though. But he's taking 4 every turn, and I don't think he can get out from underneath this. Languish! Not going to do you much good. Alright, I'm going to Telling Time, see if we can find a counterspell. And we do. Alright. Grab the map, and I don't want to draw the map, so I'm just going to crack that. Should maybe have done that later, actually, in case I wanted to get double black. In case I wanted to disintegrate, use Shambling Vent. But shouldn't make too much of a difference. Let's go. Cycles the sensor. Hey, commit to memory. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll dump that. Don't really need it, but if he ever gets low enough on the fevered visions, I can refill his hand. Sure, you can have that. And you cannot have that. Rise from the tides. No, no, no. None today, Richard. I didn't really have enough time to put any deck lists on today. Just running with the ones we've got. I still have your older lists that you gave me in the previous week, but... Alright. Magma Spray, kill that. And we might as well slam a Jace at this point. Harness Lightning. I'll take that. And Fatal Push. Yeah. Not bad. Throne of the God Pharaoh. Did think that might be the case. Huh. Well, let's get rid of one of them. Just to absorb 1 point of damage. But we take 6 here, he takes 4. We wipe his board, and that should be game. Alright. What's in here? Oh, memory. Want an artifact. Forget an artifact, we win on the spot, but unfortunately not. Right, let's Radiant Flames. Wipe his board. He dies to the Fevered Visions. And we'll pass. Oh, there it is. Should have glimmered. Well, discard that. Take inventory. I wonder if he could have actually killed us with the right setup and another Rise from the Tides. Quite possibly. We'll kill that. And Fatal Pushes, killing his own land, and then dies to the Fevered Visions. And that should be game. Takes 2. And takes 2. Oh, best thing in the world when a message is sent. Got me nervous. Got me nervous. Alright, who is next? Remember, if you've already played, you can still go back on the list. You just won't have the priority. So anybody who is new gets to go first. Lumi's up next. Do you want to do versus or two-headed giant, Lumi? Two-headed giant with the jankiest jank that ever janked. Alright. What is the jankiest deck in here? I mean, I think we all know the true god of jank is Cruel Auras. Let's do this. It's probably like, it might be maybe one of the weirdest decks that I've ever seen, but it is so fun. when it does nothing. I'm guilty of making decks that do exactly the same thing. And besides, hasn't this Cruel Auras deck theoretically won every single game it's played? If we count the fact that our opponent got so bored that they scooped. I think it might have. No, I have won with it. I definitely have won. Well, I say I've definitely won. I did win alongside somebody else. I'm almost certain of that. And then I won a one-on-one versus, I think. And it played out so long that our opponent just scooped. And we counted that as a win. Because it was going nowhere. We weren't dying. I think our opponent in that match could, if they had the patience, just wait it out and watch us mill ourselves to death. Dang it. Well, it's better than the auto fail that we've been seeing, I suppose. Come on, Magic Duels gods. Shine on us today. Give us that matchup. Oh, one opponent found, eh? That's a good sign. Question is your teammate on with you? Or am I your opponent? Oh. Oh, something's happening. Oh, don't say no, Louis. Don't say no. Say yes. I want positivity. Or are you on the opposite side? Oh! Louis, you had me! You had me going. You're right there, unless you're not actually right there. This hand I cannot take. This hand I can take, but it might make me cry. Okay, let's go Woodland Cemetery. Richard, you can absolutely get on that list. Right up at the front, I believe. Okay, so we got a slightly chubby stack on the left. And Simic something on the right. Oh, no land. Alright, well, this is slow, but we get a Herald next turn, I suppose. So what you janking over here, Lumi? Oh, is this a clues deck of some sort? Or is this control? This could just be control. Wouldn't surprise me if it's just the control deck again. And see what he pulls. If I see a counter spell. Removal. Alright. It is a clues deck. Adwell Illuminator. Coming down. Alright, well, I'm gonna Herald. Left hand, Graveblade Marauder. Some sort of zombies list, I guess. With Graveblade. People love running this guy. He's pretty sweet. He's a nice guy. Okay, could Pilgrim for a ramp spell, I suppose. I think maybe Thalia. Tapping loads of stuff down and being just generally annoying is a lot better, though. Well, yeah, I've already missed my land drops. And the Magic 8 Ball never lies. So this is probably the last land I'll ever play during the stream. Okay. 4 mana into a Languish. Alright, 1 board wipe down. Is that a 3-coloured deck running Nissa's Pilgrimage? That's a risky play unless you're really just splashing the other colours. Power to you, though. Power to you. Land. Oh my god. 8 ball? What are you doing to me? Oh dear. Alright, well, Eliod's Pilgrim can go get me the mana spell, the mana enchantment. Gift of Paradise, that's the one. So we might be missing our land drops, but at least I can add some mana by tapping out entirely next turn. And then we'll be up to 4 mana so we can cast out and do stuff like that. Lumi's hand looking very stacked. Alright, we lose our Pilgrim. Glacial Fortress into play, tapped. Alright. And now we hit our lands. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? Cracking the clue. Hey, fog. I like fog. Fog does things. I think we'll just Gift of Paradise on Swamp. It's gonna commit it. Okay. Oh dear. It's looking that way. Absolutely. Our left-hander opponent's getting all the lands. Trueheart Duelist. So, Embalm, have we seen... I don't know what this right-hand deck is. I really don't. No idea whatsoever. Left one's definitely zombies. Of some sort. Cast outs might be the only thing I really can do. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh, tap land. Alright, well I'll save my cast out. None of the rest of it's really that useful to me right now. Forgotten Creation. That can't be good, right? Can never be good. Must be blue-black zombies, and he's going to try mill all of his creatures in, and then Gisa and Geralf them all back. Or even, maybe even Rise from the Tides, who knows. I'm going to get rid of it. I think there's no point having any risk, and we've held it up anyway for this kind of thing. Counter. Could be a sensor. Could be a hard counter on that side. Just going to let it go. Alright. Could be compelling deterrence, maybe. Bounce it out of harm's way. Or is that you pausing, Louis? Gift of Paradise. Alright, let's do this. And then we'll Herald. Right-hand opponent's got 9 mana available, if they make the land drop. Taps down our Herald, sure. I expect Ulamogs in the right-hand player's deck. Oh, Kalitas. Oh, Kalitas. Or Kalitas. That's a thing. Have you got board wipes in that deck, Lumi? So I won't mind getting this Sorin down soon. Prisons the Kalitas. What do you think about playing Sorin and then you just hold up your fog? Keep him safe and then I can cast out later for anything that goes near him. And Blood Curse Knights as well. I just need to buy a turn. Yeah. It's my thought. I think we'll do that. I don't think Lumi would mind. Do it, he says. Let's do it. Alright. Take up Sorin. Hits 4. 4. Okay. And a Lone Rider. Interesting. Alright, we'll pass. Doesn't currently have the board state to kill him in one go. Reflector Mage is annoying. But not ultimately terrible. Because we've got Fog. 14 mana cost card. Well, I'm not sure what's the highest thing in here. Cruel Reality's in here, so that's what, 7 mana? So you could hit for 14 at most. I believe that's the case. Bontu. Oh yeah, commit Temerity for 12. Very true. Okay. Yep, there is cast out. Leaves us with 1 mana open. Oh no, it doesn't. It leaves us with 3 mana open because we got our swamp that's got the thingamajig on it, so we could Blood Curse Knight to block as a 4/3 lifelinker. See what we hit with Sorin. 4 with the Glory Bound Initiate. Alright. Blood Curse Knight, and then we'll hold up Cast Out in response to him having any creatures or anything like that. I don't think taking it out right now is going to be necessary. Reprisal for our knight. Okay. Well, that sucks. You see, we could save Sorin with this cast out because I imagine everything's going at Sorin. 3 for 5. 6, 7. Oh. Not killing Sorin. Bad math, or have you got something I'm not aware of? Maybe he thinks he's going to play a creature and kill it and loss of life will do it, but that won't. That's not part of the rules. Alright, well, cast out is Bontu. Goodbye, Bontu. Oh, somebody's not happy about that situation. Hey, a counter. What a surprise. Alright, let's tick up. That's all we can do. Take him to 1. Sure, let's take him to 1. Alright. So as long as left-hand player doesn't resolve a creature, they lose. Resolve a creature or kill Cruel Reality anyway. Ah yeah, there is the Grasp Harvest. He's going to have to sack that though. Completely tunnel vision this card being on the board right then. That helps him. But Sorin has to die here, otherwise they do. It's probably a 50-50 chance that whatever's on top for Sorin kills them. So he has to die. And our opponent on this side has to create a new creature every single turn for the Cruel Reality. We're just going to vomit out our hand next turn. Tragic Arrogance. No, no, no. That would have been unfortunate. In fact, I would dare say that would have turned the tables. They'd have kept my mana thing on the board and got back Bontu and Forgotten Creation and got rid of our Cruel Reality. Oh, pull some Marassa, you're not fun. Gives them back the Plague Belcher. Gains them some life. They play Plague Belcher. Probably going to have to put the counters on itself. Can't afford to kill creatures with Cruel Reality on the board. Landy. Cracking the clue. Something good. Come on. Marionette Master. That's something good. Alright. Well, I'm going to Tracker. Land for a clue. And then let's Initiate. Because Initiate we can exert to turn these into 4/4s next turn. Now I can crack a clue as it stands and make this a 4/3. You sacrifice Crypt Breaker. Alright. Yeah. Well, they lose a creature. Crypt Breaker goes. Does drain us. That is a downside, but we're going to be gaining some life next turn anyway. So I'm just going to suicide this Glory-Bound Initiate, whatever happens. So I can get some 4/4s with lifelink. You're not fun. I think the Lone Rider's getting triggered next turn's a lot better for us in the long run. Because we're quite low on life right now. And he gets another drain trigger from sacking his zombie. Expose Evil. Oh my. This is lining up pretty well for them now. I know, if Cruel Reality kills us. Oh, I'll never actually hear the end of it in my own head. I'll be crying. Three, 6, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god, they've got us. Oh no, no. Crack a clue, make a 1/1. Not just dead. But pretty dead. I'll crack my clue as well. Pilgrim. Imprison in the Moon. That guarantees 5 damage because you get rid of the Plague Belcher. Oh no, it doesn't guarantee it because they've got Graph Harvest. Never mind. Ugh. Mortuary Mire, does that hit anything good for you? Illuminator, Tracker. Can't get either of them just yet. Right, we've got to gain the most life possible, so it's probably going to be... We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 6, 5... 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 mana left. I'm just wondering if we could grab the Angelic Destiny. Prison in the Moon. Forces them to exile a card out their graveyard. Getting back. Oops. Tireless Tracker. Alright. And Master for servos. Right, let's hope that this lives. And see where we stand from there. Well, that tapping down right there makes me happy. Swing, exert. We need that 4 life gain right now. Need it. And we get it. Alright, so these Lone Riders are now going to be 4/4s on our end step. So Lone Rider. There's a Graph Harvest for his zombie to stay off the 5 damage from the Cruel Reality. Play another Lone Rider. And then I think we'll Heliod's Pilgrim and we'll go get Angelic Destiny. So that we can fly over the top with life gain. That might do it. Do I play the Herald? I won't play the Herald just in case of a board wipe. Because then we've at least got a target for it. End step. Make some 4/4s. Lose your zombie. Going with a memory. Oh, we get Sorin back. Oh, sweet. If they don't have a counter, they lose. Probably. Tragic Arrogance. Drew Lumi into a counter. Lumi counters the board wipe. I'm sure that was what they were betting on. Just not how it turned out, though. Fleshbag. Drains them for 1. We get rid of our Pilgrim. Oh, Geezer and Geralf. Can play Fleshbag. Drains them for 1. We get rid of our Initiate. He's done his work. Another servo down, another point of damage. If we have removal... In fact, we do have removal for Geezer and Geralf, so we just win. Not bad. Let's see what Sorin would have hit. Sorin. 3 or more, and we win off of that alone. We did. I don't know what we hit. Let's find out. But yeah, we had Grasp of Darkness for the Geezer and Geralf as well. What was it? I think it was a Tireless Tracker. I'm not sure. Something like that. It was a 3-drop. Wicked. Sorry. Sorry, Lumi. Did you have the kill there as well? Oh yeah, you did. You did. Marionette Master with 2 cracks from the clues. Nice. Alright, well. Next time, Lumi. I'll be more considerate of your victory condition. All right, who is up next? I think it was Richard, right? Richard has not played yet, so Richard, do you want to play Two-Headed Giant or Versus? Mega Bees, thank you very much for the 25 bits. Appreciate it. Oh dear. Want to try Two-Headed Giant? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Let's see. And Cruel Auras wins again, might I add. I can't really call it a terrible deck anymore because it just keeps winning. But it's so bad. It has to be. I just don't accept it not being bad. It's bad in the best possible way though. Let's see what we want to play. Token Sacrifice, Thopter Horde, Thopter Soup, Jund Sacrifice. I can't remember what half of these do actually. I'm going to have to re-look through half of them at some point. Let's go further than many. I think that's an Embalm deck. You're doing Boros Aggro. Alright, well I've got a very different archetype, so I'll be gaining loads of life. You can maybe kill them in the early game. Yeah, without those counters for the Tragic Arrogances, we would probably have lost that. It was insanely close. Yeah, that memory didn't work out for them, but I don't expect that their hands were very good before then either. But, yeah, giving either of us a full hand again seemed like a terrible idea. Oh, we're on the opposite team. Alright, Richard, jump on out. Let's try this again. Invite teammate. And... oh, I'll accept your invite. It worked last time, I suppose, so... come on. There we go. Hey, there was a time when Clues decks were right at the top of the meta. The Overmore Mysteries deck that just constantly churned out tokens. That was everywhere for a while. Memory gets the vote for the worst best card ever. Yeah, I can see that. Memory specifically. Commit's pretty good. But Memory... The best situation for a Memory, well, one of them anyway, is against Mill. And even then, if a tutelage is on the board, you get 7 more triggers against you. So that's 14 cards you lose. Just from casting the Memory, then you refill that hand with card draw spells. Oh, Richard sent me an invite. Let's back out of that one. There we are. Kind of deck is best for Two-Headed Giant, having played it so much. Most of the cards that have each opponent does X, or loses X. If that deck is built around that, then it's usually really good. So, cut to Ribbons. Ribbons itself is each opponent loses X life. You've got your Fall of the Titans that can target 2 players. Things like that. And then there's also the 0/3 2-drop instant creatures. Those people, yeah. The ones that deal damage to each opponent whenever you untap as well with an instant and sorcery. Thermo Alchemist, that's the one, thank you very much. Sometimes my brain just needs a reset. A Weaver of Lightning only hits creatures though, right? I don't think Weaver of Lightning works the same way. Yeah, it's only creatures. Alright, we're in a game. I don't know if Richard was in this one, but I'm going to check that in a second after I find out this is a good hand. This is a good hand. Is that Richard? Yes, it is. Wonderful. Is that just from exiling though? And are you sure that the 6 life... sometimes you gain life equal to the amount of life lost, or it's drain 3 and gain 3, and therefore you only get the 3. But yeah, we got cats. Wonderful. Right, let's go planes. I'll get my sacred cats down. Why not? If Richard's going aggro, I might as well try go a little bit aggro myself. So we can sacred cat next turn and cartouche, get a 1/1 with vigilance, and turn this cat into a 2/2. Alright, Glacial Fortress, cartouche. Whenever you lose life for the first time each turn, you get energy. You get energy counter. Each opponent loses 3. Ah, yeah, that would work that way. Alright, let's go. My non-aggro deck gets first blood. Booyah. In fact, next turn I get to trial. That's going to be interesting. Hopefully we don't see Radiant Flames on the right. Or on the left now. Reclamation Sage. My cartouche. Alright. It is pretty powerful. I don't see it very often though, which is surprising. Alright, we got Anoint a Priest. Not really doing anything for us right now, but you know what is. Trial of Solidarity. Let's go. And I'm happy to swing into this board state and lose any creature, because we can either lose a token, which is the worst case scenario, or he gives us a creature to embalm back, which makes Anoint a Priest do things next turn. Alright, he's giving us something to do next turn. Renown for the Lieutenant. And Thalia. As long as we dodge board wipes, we're doing insane right now. Because that comes into play tapped, so we're hitting for 8 right now. Actually, it's going to be 9, right? And a ride down. Oh my god. Yep. There's the scoop. Not surprised. Right. Let's just go to combat. Trigger. Gives that +1/+1. Down to 11. Play Anoint a Priest, and then embalm back our Sacred Cat. Oh. Pianola. And then tap land. I mean, even if they had Radiant Flames right now, look at all the threats in this hand. We rebuild so fast. I think that is both players conceding. There's a tap land, so a left-hand player has to have a board wipe, really. Oh, Heaven for 0. Earth. What can you do Earth for? Earth for 1. That kills a fair bit. It also kills your board as well. And then ride down the Dimensional Infiltrator when it blocks. Take 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's game. Well, there's not much point playing this one out. Let's just go. Yeah, it's lethal right now. They like to suicide themselves in weird ways when the AI knows it loses, which is kind of funny. Pump the team. Any removal on the right hand side? Kills that, gives it trample. And dead. Alright, fair enough. That went well. Alright. GG, who is up next? Who wants to play? HO, let's go. Two-headed giant or versus? Two-headed giant, alright. Let's do this. I await your invite. There it is. Alright. What should we play? What shall we play? Got some of Richard's decks here, actually. Let's play Simic Ramp. Let's do this. You're going Life Drain. Dang it! If this one fails, then I'll pick a drainy kind of deck instead. Double Drain is also very fun. Yeah, it seemed like a solid deck, Richard. It really did. My Embalm Life Gain deck seemed to get off to a better start, but I think towards the end there you definitely pushed out more damage than my deck was doing. My god, this is taking a while. Is that a good sign? I don't know. Yeah, no song requests this time around. If I could guarantee copyright-free music to be requested all the time, then I'd open it up, but unfortunately not. We'll get there. Usually if it takes a while, it does mean that it is doing something. So whether or not it's doing the right thing. Question for you guys and anybody who's watching the VODs. Would you prefer that I put on gaming soundtracks and things like that instead of Magic Duels in future streams? Like the stuff that I play at the beginning of the stream, that stuff's copyright free. So I could play that instead of Magic Duels music, which we do hear a lot. And I do have a fair, big, large list of gaming soundtracks to choose from. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to add salt to the wounds, but they used to change the music every single time a new set got released. Oh, wait. Ooh. Yeah, I usually do the same, Lumi, but of course, can't really do that so much. Cancel and reinvite. Alright, we'll do that. It was taking too long there. Turned out for the wrong reasons. Ori and the Blind Forest soundtrack, I haven't. I imagine it is quite a beautiful soundtrack though, because I've heard that it's quite a beautiful game as well, which I have also not played. I might have to put it up for a vote for the next game I play on the channel then, if it's actually that good. I've heard it's quite lovely. In the queue for 15 minutes. Oh dear. Well, hopefully we don't linger on this two-headed giant one for that long. Now I'll put down a note, Richard, to check out Ori and the Blind Forest soundtrack. And also add it to the next list. There we go. Something's happening. Yeah, but it's a beautiful. Oh, we're on the opposite team. Dang it! All right, let's jump out. Oh, this hand was interesting. No, here it's quite story-driven, Lumi, and I think it gets quite sad at one point. Not sure about that, but I hear things. And click. The longer the game goes on, the more mobile and zoomy across the screen you become. Oh dear, that sounds interesting. I think that was your avatar. Yes! Alright, we're in. Let's do this. Alright. And I can take this hand. It's got a Lifecrafter's Bestiary for turn 3, and then a Weaver turn 4 with card draw on the Bestiary. Aww. Aww. Us has been migrated. Just don't. I think we're against the AI. But we're in a game, as far as I'm aware, you haven't dropped out yet. Just let me know in chat. Are you still here? Is this you, or is this this AI IHO? He's intimidated by the top right fat stack. I can see that. Vampires on the left, zombies on the right. Here I am, stuck with ramp. I think the your boy is skinny. Your boy's skinny P. Oh, it's your boy Skinny P here. He's gonna be an AI. I saw that one. Which means we're gonna have some crackly audio, because that's what the AI does to this game. Hopefully we get to kill them before they have to make any really, really difficult decisions. That's a vanilla 2-2. Alright, well, bestiary, go. Tainted Remedy. Oh, Tainted Remedy. You killed me with this last week, didn't you? Somebody did, at the very least. Pretty sure it was you. Okay. We scry. A sage, we've got one, so I'll bottom that one. And I guess we'll ramp with Weaver, pay the green. Draw a card, pull from tomorrow, nice. Comball. Doesn't seem like he'd hit too much here. Short of removal spells from our opponents hitting the trigger. These two seem very creature focused. This one could be absolutely anything, to be honest. This could be zombies, vampires, and cat dragon tribal, to be honest. Yeah, that's the one. Not salty about that. Well, now they're extra marinated. They're 2 hours more tasty, right? Let's scry. Sandworm Convergence. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're really close. I'll take it. And then we'll... Should we Gear Hulk or should we Ronas to draw a card as well? I think we'll just Gear Hulk. And just stick them all on that one. Oh. Well. Bad move, I suppose. I didn't really see the point in putting counters on the Weaver since I'd be tapping with it all the time. Thalia. We'll pass. So next turn, hopefully we can converge the sandworms. Discards the zombie that gets bonuses from zombies. And then bounces back the zombie that gets bonuses from zombies in graveyards. Bellower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a land. I'll bottom that. Well, it's ramp. It's kind of a land in its own weird way. There's a land. So now we can run us. Bontu's Monument. Blood Hall Priest tapped. No value for it for quite some time. And then a zombie for sacrificing. Interesting. Left-hand opponent for stealing and sacrificing. I'm not entirely convinced that they will have that kind of stuff. If they're a starter deck, then maybe, I suppose, they're... You'll take the land. They may be forced into putting that kind of thing in there. And with the Bloodflow Connoisseur, I guess. I don't know. We'll get down our Convergence. Flyers can't attack anymore. We get 5/5s, which allows Ronas to block. She'll slow them down. Drain for 2, gain 1. We'll get the Baral's Expertise next turn. We might draw into a 4-drop or less off the Bestiary next turn. I just want to get those worm tokens going while we still can. Dang it. Takes out the worm token. Okay. And that is Markov Crusader. Haste as long as you control another vampire. Sure. Taps to draw. Right, let's look for something we can cast off the expertise that's cool. That's not cool. Huh. Well, we got backup expertise. So. Context. Context is important. Alright, well, let's bounce some tokens. Yeah, nothing really else I want to bounce. I think that'll be fine. We'll play out the Sage. Draw a card. Weaver of Currents. Be so easy. It could be so easy. I'm not gonna though. Alright. Mega Swing. We've got Sandworms back to make sure Ronus gets to hit in as well. And worst case, we can tap to make sure that Reclamation Sage is big enough to make Ronus able to block. That's a good point. Maybe I should do another drunk stream soon. That's when I'm most quotable. Ooh, we're having a pump sesh. He's up to 3. He's up to 4. Can he go all the way? Why, thank you. Oh, and then the blowout. Anguished to making means that chumps. Get a 5/5. Yeah, which quote? They all make very, very little sense. Most of those were made with somebody who had maybe half a bottle of Jaeger down them at the time. But if you're on about the most recent one, it's a reference to a very unpopular range of underwear for men. I say unpopular. They're probably worn quite a lot, but no one will admit to it. Do we just win? I can Baral's Expertise you off. 5, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2. Yeah, it looks like we can. Alright, bottom that. Rogue's Passage, very nice. Baral's Expertise, bounce your blockers, and what do? You get Madness. Block you. Go away. Weaver of Currents comes out. Do I want to pay? No. I need my 3 mana for pumping. Galastria Healer drains for 2, gains 1, comes in, drains for 2. Oops. Does it gain 2? No. Drains for 2, gains 1. That's a pumping. And all the life gain in the world. Beautiful. Ready for combat. Swinging in. I don't know how they survived this. Alright. Not bad at all. Not bad. It was against the AI, which was unfortunate, but I don't think a human could have done that any better against this. Good game. Good game. The Sarah one was towards the end of a drunk stream. She just left the chat, and then somebody asked me, who was Sarah? Is Sarah a man? And I said, no, she's not a man. And for some reason, I felt the need to say unfortunately afterwards. And immediately clicked that I'd just gone, hang on a minute, why did I say that? And I had a little bit of a panic. There is a clip of it somewhere. Peter's up, two-headed giant. Let's do this. What are you playing, Peter? What are you playing? Ramp and fling, alright. Let's go with... What do we want to go with? Tell you what, let's go with this control deck we never really play that much. And I'll make sure that that fling lands. There's the clip. Enjoy. Do you know why that is, Lumi? It's because I actually know Sarah outside of Twitch, and she sent it all the way around her work. She found it hilarious, which is good, because it could have gone a whole different direction. First time's a charm. Alright, let's go. Alright, 2 lands with a sensor and some commits and insidious wills. Eh. What are you doing? Ooh. Onwards and insults. I like this. Right. Let's go with that one, because it comes into play tapped. Calm down, you immature man. Calm down, you. It's nothing like that. Alright. A 2-1. Alright, right-hand opponent. He's either playing Merfolk, doubtful, or they're a starter deck. Right, let's just go with Swamp. And pass the turn, hold up sensor. Oh, we've got Jace. Perfect sensor target. Maybe. A funny story my mum keeps telling me. It's funny to me, anyway. Probably not to any other child who gets told this. Apparently when I was born, she cried because I was not a girl. She cried and actually out loud went, I wanted to have a girl. Well, I hope you're proud, mother. I hope you're proud. I'm not. Slightly effeminate, but I'm not. Alright. Let's pass. We've got counters open now. And that can't resolve. Ooh. Look at that. Plays right into sensor. Oh, there's all kinds of fun stories I could tell you. Some of them maybe not a good idea to be on the internet. Maybe a drunk stream will enlighten you on them. Alright, we'll pass. It is. You see, in my family, we enjoy the jokes that embarrass yourselves, essentially. Any joke at the expense of your own pride or, you know, anything like that, perfect. Ready to go. I'll let that go. That's fine. We rogues passing a 2-1. Alright. Suppose we can all be happy that that's going to be the case. Really do need a board wipe. This control deck isn't really controlling this board state right now. There's another land. Alright. Is there any way? No. No way at the moment to pump that up, unfortunately. That sucks. Alright, we're going to be taking a fair bit here. What does victory do? It's double strike, right? I think it's double strike. I really can't let another one resolve. I was hoping for a board wipe, which is why I didn't really care. Shall I redirect that? I can't do that, unfortunately. Let's just scatter you. Oh my god. Just need a creature with 1 power, really. And that board's gone. And we need to be able to untap with it. Oh, all coming at me. I insulted their deck. I see how it is. Oh, never mind. They heard me. Chandra's Ignition on the Druid would be amazing. Though slightly pointless, I'd imagine. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, we can't do it just yet, apparently. Instant speed's not really instant right now. I want to exile some of their cards. It's apparently what this deck does. Huh. No, no, no! Oh, you... I hate you. I hate you so much. Alright, well... Nope, there are no creatures in there. Might have to give a creature back to somebody in order to use Pulse of Marasa to gain life there. Shambling Ven and go. I think we're just going to pull from tomorrow on their turn. Let's make sure we get something good. Oh yeah, that used to be the... I don't think it was just not giving me the option to cast it. It was just the going, Cycle is the only option here. Like, no, stop it. Yeah, Chandra's Ignition used to be insane with the Renown Colossus. I can't remember what he's called now. He was like a 5-mana creature that had Renown 6, so he'd become a 12/12. And you hit them with him, hit them for 6, make him a 12/12, and then Chandra's Ignition burn them for 12 and then wipe the board. And you probably won next turn. That used to be one of the bigger combos in the original Origin set. Outland Colossus, that's the one. Yeah, Colossus was so good. Alright, we're just going to pull for 3. And... yeah, just dump a Ether Hub, I guess. Oh, you finally got a creature with power. Nice. We're getting there. Not that we really need to wipe the board anymore with a Glorybringer swinging in. We do a fair bit already. Well, if I need to cast out that 1/1, I'll do it. I'll do it, damn it. I'm just going to do this now, because the game hates me. I want to exile cards from your graveyard for the reasons that I can't explain. And pass. That is quite the combo threat. Alright, pick off some creatures. First Blood. Say go. Alright. And you've got a countered spell. How about that? Oops. No, don't counter itself. Thank God for that, that's not a thing. Just getting in for the 1. Fair enough. I mean, if you're swinging in, you might as well just swing in with everything, really. It's going to block one of them, but the rest get through. What time is it now, Lumi? 10:45 is a while away for me. Alright. Onward. Chandra's Ignition, 8, wipes the board. Deals 8 to each opponent, actually. So that dealt 16. Fiery Impulse. Takes down a Glorybringer. Nice little interaction there. It's gonna be very late dinner. Sounds it. Alright. Shambling Vent and go. Mist Intruder. Oh my. Some Thopters. Scarab Feast you again. Take out all your 2/1s. Because I can. More cast outs. They're just not worth it. Glorybringer coming back. Which means they're dead next turn. In fact, nice. Because Glorybringer can be insulted, so that he does 8, and then Chandra's Ignition gets doubled as well from the insult. So yeah, that'll do it. Just save my cast outs for anything that might actually deal with this situation. Which I am pretty sure nothing will. Cast out from this opponent, and then we can cast out their cast out. That's about it. It's not a quest that many people would want to follow you on. But I suppose there's not really much else to spend a gold on these days. Oh, commit. It's part of the reason why I've got Scarab Feast in this deck. So you memory and they don't get back the exiled cards. But let's sit back and watch the victory. Boom. Beautiful. Alright. Who is up next? Lumi is up next. Alright. If you guys want to get on the list, we've got another 40 minutes. So if you want to fill up that list, and it'll be probably the last time we fill it up. So if anybody wants a final game, make sure to get on that. Two-headed Giant, Lumi, you playing anything special? What do I play this time? Surprise you. Okay. I could play the combo that's never gone off. In the maybe 3 or 4 weeks that we've had this deck. Not once managed to land it. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. That'll be a surprise if it managed to go off. Let's do this. It's Green Day, Richard. Can't quite tell you what song it's called though, but I'm pretty sure it's Green Day. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, that's the one. God, it's been years since I listened to Green Day. Years, I tell you. No. Apparently we failed. Let's rejoin. All the jinxing today. Oh, players quit. Lumi, why do you quit? Don't quit on me. Not now. I'll invite you, I guess. Oh no, maybe I'll reset, because that's not supposed to happen. Alright. We'll boot it back up. Yeah, jump out, Lumi. Jump out. Like your life depends on it. You got time while I reboot the game anyway. Boosh. Right. Invite. Where art thou? There you are. I got you. Have you rebooted into a ruin world? Oh dear. Yes, you have. Yep, there you are. Alright. Is this actually you then, Louis? Because it says... Oh no, now it says you play Magic Duels. Good. Alright, let's go. Oh, 300 bits. Giving the rest of the 500 I purchased last week. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Steam is only as smart as its user. Well, I don't know about that. Sometimes it can be pretty silly. Alright, let's try this again. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Alright, random opponent, let's go. Come on. One time. And then a few more times. Until the stream ends. Just one more time until then though. Come on. Let's do this. Something's happening. It's happening. Hey, we're in. Let's do this. On the draw, we got a 90 procession, usually enough for me. Ooh, don't think I don't see you, Mirror-Wing Dragon. We can't keep this, as much as it's got my favourite card in the world in it. This one we can't keep though. Oops. No, not the dragon. He's gone. Maybe we'll see him later. Hey, Liliana. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll crack Evolving Wilds and get a Swamp for double black for Yehenny's expertise. You're back. You'd never leave me. It's totally the wrong deck. Oh dear. Well, you might get an opportunity to go back on the list. That is a pretty sweet combo. Not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, it's got counters in it. Good times. Right, let's just pretend we don't have double black for a little while. Let them extend out onto this board. Getting in for one. Island. Kefnet. Might as well. And swing in with him actually next turn. So we're doing things. Lumi's got a counter open. Ooh. Cast out. Anyone notice as well the effect was going off in his hand? Didn't even think that was a thing. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Who knows? Who knows? Alright. You're getting in for one. You might as well, I suppose, while you still can. Right, let's not make the mistake of playing down to 6 cards before I swing in. It's not a thing I should do. I think it's possible to do Ishkana abilities, one shot with Procession, and a lot of bounce spells. I'd say not one shot, no, but it'd do a hell of a lot. If you had 2 Processions on the board, you could get, what, 12 spider tokens, so that's 13 points total. I think Ishkana's ability is quite expensive, which is the only reason I don't think you could one-shot, because you'd have to recast then as well. It's possible, and a very, very late game play, but not likely. Let's just go with Prairie Stream and little Spectrum for 3. Discard the rock. He's busy cooking. And we'll get our planes in there as well. Ooh. We're suiting up. And a never for Thing in the Ice. Not anymore. And pump you up to 3 life. You need 4, right? Oh, it is 3. Okay. That's problematic then. Fiery Temper. Going at face. Just a little short of flipping. Next turn, but he's got Never in his hand, so it's going to die. Don't know if I would have unsubstantiated the Thing in the Ice in response to his removal, because then his removal would flip. His removal would fizzle, sorry, not flip. So we'll probably see Never killing Thing in the Ice. Sandstone Bridge pumping that dude up. I see. Mirror-Wing Dragon has actually produced one of my favourite highlights on my channel. The most epic punt I have ever punted in my entire life. Go find, I think it's the 3rd episode for Blue Black Zombies. It's the one where I'm incredibly tired, which would explain why I did what I did. But I find that one hilarious, and so does my friend. He keeps bringing it up over and over again. The stream's going to go on for another half an hour, Mistress, so if you want to get on the list, you can go next. I think the list is empty right now. You'd certainly have priority regardless. Mirroring Dragon, coming down. Is there anything right now? I could Necromax summons Kefnet, I suppose. Could it be murdering the dragon? Would I do anything silly like that? Yes, I absolutely would. And never for the dragon. Funnily enough. Oh. Intuited Giant, it doesn't target his creatures. But that's effectively what I did, except for it wiped my board when I'm pretty sure I had the win. It was very funny. And I died a little inside, but it was funny. We're not doing very well, Lumi. I don't know if you've noticed. Gideon, gonna untap. Oh no, gonna... I have no idea what you've done. I've got one combo piece in the graveyard. We are so dead. I've still got one combo piece in the graveyard. It's like a 5-card combo as this deck is. It's not the greatest thing in the world. But it tries. It really tries, and I keep trying with it. Oh, there we go. Well. One creature's going to get double strike. I wonder which one. That's game. Not enough cards in hand to block with Kefnet. I really don't like Kefnet. I keep trying to make it good. It just never really is whenever I need it to be. Send a message, Lumi. Absolutely. We've won in spirit. Need to just delete this deck. No, don't do that. It's got Mirror-Wing Dragon in it. Yeah, sounds good, Mistress. Sounds good. I await your invite. In fact, I shall open up Steam. There it is. Alright. Let's not play that deck again. I'm probably gonna delete that deck. We've tried, and it's never worked. It's never really done much. Any requests for a deck? Because it's got Mirror-Wing Dragon that needs to die. Well, let's not be too harsh on Mirror-Wing. He can occasionally create mega punts for your opponents. Anything's good. Alright. Let's see. Token sacrifice. Let's make lots of Thopters. How about that? Oh. I shall accept again. There we go. Not before we could record it for all time on my VOD. It shall forever be known as your best deck. So say I. The Daedra, the Darth Maul ripoffs. Need to re-accept that one. There we go. Ah, players quit. I shall send you an invite instead, see if it works the other way around. Sometimes it does. There we go. Invite sent. Probably got time for one more game after this one, so whoever's first come first serve on that one gets to play. Let us know in the chat. And that'll be the last game of the stream. Hey, right, random opponent. Alright, Lumi got there first. I'll accept that. Lumi was very salty about the last game. Rightly so, I suppose. Ah, dang it. Alright, I'll try reset the game and I'll send you another invite. Hopefully that works out. Alright. Battle mode. Two-headed giant. Thopter soup. Invite. Mistress. There we go. Invite sent. Alright. Random opponent. A Saheeli copy on mirroring. Does that work? I don't think it does. Because I think it's only instants and sorceries mirroring copies, right? I don't think it's abilities. Yeah, just instants. Now that would be interesting though. Hey, how's it going? It's a one-lander, let's throw it back. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This one's decent enough, we can actually do everything in it. And Bonesaw. Alright, we're going to have the same play. Land and map. Go. And pass. Gotta remember we've got a Bonesaw in hand, so it'll hold priority for us even if we've got no land mana open. Create a token that's a copy of a creature. Ho. Oh, that could be slightly busted. The only downside to building that deck in Duels, at least anyway, is the fact that Mirror Wings are mythic and Saheeli's Artistries are rare, right? So it would be really difficult to line up that combo. If you were to just straight up build the deck around it anyway, you'd have to just build like a normal value deck around it and just have the combo there waiting. Yeah, make a copy of everything. So you could do Jeskai with Anointed Procession. Oh dear, we're being milled. Jeskai with Anointed Procession. Yeah, exactly. So you make like 8 copies of every single creature on the board. And they'd all be artifacts as well. So if you had Thopter Engineer on the board, they'd all have haste as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Murder Life. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Alright, let's just go with Foundry Inspector. Hold this Bonesaw until it's actually going to be useful to us. I don't think it is for quite some time, but it's 0 cost, so it doesn't really matter. Ultimating Gideon right off the bat. Pursue Glory for the right hand. Aggro deck of some sort. And probably Mill on the left. Not sure if this deck has Commit to Memory in it. I think it does. Traitorous Instinct. Aww. Yeah, it could work in that Thopter deck. It's already... That deck, it already has a really tight curve though, to the point where it's almost a bad curve that so many things land on 4. So I don't know if adding a 6, like 3 6-drops after that would necessarily be a good thing, but yeah, I could see it working in there. It was made loads of copies of legendaries. Battle of the Bridge. Also takes our reverse engineer as well. Oh my god. Alright. Inspector. Not Inspector. Chief of the Foundry. Double pump. To swing back for 5. And go to combat. Let's do this. Swing for 5. And 7 total. Ooh. I'm going to have to play around with Saheeli's Artistry. It seems like there might be combos that have been left untouched for the most part. Even still. Cruel Revival kills one of our chiefs with nothing to get back, right? Because you only cycled things and stole things. Oh, Burrell's expertise. You're no fun. And bouncing all our stuff as well. Really hits us. For 4 off the top, it's a tutelage. Good job. Angelic Purge is a thing. And he's kind of given us value by bouncing our artifacts so we can get Thopters back. Play the black, play the Bone Saw, get a Thopter. You know what, dude? You mill me, you discard. How about that? Going wide. Is it that bad? Workshop Assistant's the one that comes back from the graveyard, right? Or has some sort of graveyard interaction. I get the feeling we're losing this one. Fiery Temper. We're especially losing this one if there's no commit to memory in this deck. When it dies, return another artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, I see the issue and the combo. Oh my god. Ah, Tezzeret. I think the left-hand opponent's just going to win all on their own. If that is indeed how this matchup goes. We'll get some Thopters anyway. Not yet. There might be. There might be one. There isn't right now, certainly. Finds a forest. Chief. There's some more Thopters. Pumps the Thopters. And goodbye tutelage. Right. So, if they don't have another, we might be alright. If they do have another, we're probably dead. Might as well suit up a Thopter. Got nothing better to do. Swing for 3? Yup. Okay, so they're down to 20. We've got 9, 10, 11, 15, 18, 20 points on the board right now. Bombardment makes that 18. Cycles the Pursue Glory. So we've got a lot of power. We need to get rid of their blockers. And Lightning Axe going for our chief, probably, with my guess. Oh. I suppose that's also a reasonable target. It's kind of taped onto the bottom. Yeah. Maybe this is actually a more advanced bone saw. How about that? More lands, of course. That's all I can expect. What I want to know is, why does the flavor text for Bonesaw not say that it is ready? Because the Bonesaw is always ready. Alright, let's go to combat. I'll swing in with that one as well. I don't think I want double blocking on the chief, because that will just really slow us down. Exactly. Alright. Double blocks the Inspector. Loses both of his creatures. Yeah, it's both. I think the original artwork for the Bonesaw really made it look like it was made of bone. This one, it's kind of brownish, you know. You can see it still, but yeah. Bone on bone's a terrifying sound. Is it a metal band? Should be. Fevered Visions. Alright. That's helpful at this point. It's a pretty cool revolt deck you got here. Oops. Oops. I always did like Call for Unity. Necromantic Summons on... What, a Gravedigger? Which one's been replaced? Left-hand opponent's gone. He's had enough. Oh. A bygone bishop. That's annoying. Could do with some removal for that then. Oh, Chief of the Foundry is a thing, I suppose. And goodbye, Bishop. 7. Yeah, we got lethal here. 7 for me, and another 6 over here. Boosh! Nice. Got a little close towards the middle there, but once the tutelage was out of the way, there was really nothing to worry about. Sweet GG. Alright, Lumi, you're up. Did you want to go two-headed giant again? With the right deck this time? And what deck do you want me to play? You going with Burn? Alright, I'll play Burn as well. Or you want me to go with Burn? Either way, I'll play Burn. Alright, let's send you an invite. There you go. Yeah, we made it. We absolutely made it. Alright. Let's go. Joining session. Are we now? I assume you were probably trying to go with your revolt triggers to gain like +1/+1 to a load of creatures and go quite large, I'm assuming. Or did it have some other thing in there? I'm curious. We timed out. No. Why did we time out? Don't do this to me. Not now. Invite sent. Yeah, you did effectively win us the game. Call for unity and other more mysteries. Ooh. That is pretty good. Alright. Let's go. It's a pretty interesting combo, actually. Cancel. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't have a cancel button. Cancel. Please. Might have to wait this one out. We seem to be joining something else. Oh, we timed out. Alright. It's all good. Right, I'll try one more time and then I'll reset and you can invite me instead, I guess. Random opponent. Ah, that makes sense, I suppose. Nope. Alright. Well, let's wait. Come on. Let me leave. I could just Control-Alt-Delete my way out of this. I'm very, very close to doing that. There we go. Right, let me out. I'm going to reset the game, and then Lumi can send me an invite. And I will accept it. Oh, that's my alarm to end the stream. Shan't be doing that though. Let's go burn. You're here somewhere. There you are. We will do this match. It will come to pass. Hey, Infinity. Cat tribal alarm. Not quite. Affinity, you've just turned up for the final match. Nope. Oh, God. Ah, I've joined something. Can I just accept from here? Come on. Just kick me out of the game immediately. Please. Please! There we go. Alright. Join game. Burn. Dang it! Let's try send. Oh no, let's not try send you an invite. Let's fail immediately. This is it's picking the perfect opportunity to fail repeatedly. There you go. There's another invite. No, Lumi, stop being such a troll and just join the game. Why, Duels? Why do you want us to go out on a low note? We can't be doing this. Oh, there's another invite. Accept. This is the one. I can feel it. He's starting to believe. Damn it! Maybe I'm not the one. Oh, God. Dang it. Right. Let's try again. Nope. And then let's try again. Lumi. Invite sent. Better not tell you now. It's probably better that you don't. MTG bot, I might get mad. Alright, send me one more invite, Lumin. If it fails, we might have to do versus. We might have to do burn on burn or something like that. Thank you all. Joining something. I'm saying nothing. Has anybody got anything exciting for this week planned? While we wait. It's my brother's wedding this week. So I'm going to be trashed at some point. Which is going to be fun. Oh, it failed again, did it? Well, we're loading into something. Let's see what happens. Then let's have a burn off. Alright. Players quit. Ah, give me my mouse back. Thank you. Join game. Burn. Let's do this. No more lists, unfortunately, Affinity. This is going to be the last game before the stream ends, so maybe catch us next week. Alright, let's go. 3 lands. Brawler. And Brawler doesn't discard anything nice. We could keep this, though. Might see something interesting. It might not be as fast as his burn, though. That is going to be the issue that we find here. Ooh, he's brawling, is he? That can never be good. Let's just discard. Get rid of Harness Lightning. I don't like it, but it might have to happen. Bomat Courier. That I do appreciate. Bomat Courier can get in. Probably dies very quickly, but next turn we go Lathnu Hellion, and we just wait on the Brawler until it has something good to discard. Who indeed? I got first blood. That's usually a good sign, isn't it? Isn't it? Don't kill me, Lumi. 3 mana, Weaver of Lightning. Alright. Bomat Courier. It's been nice knowing you. Not going to be around for very long though, let's be fair. Especially since I don't really want to use a Firecraft in keeping you alive. So let's just Lathnu Hellion. And just start pushing through some damage. Oh, he's going to block. Alright. Nice. Might have a backup. Might just be job blocking our Lathnu Hellion, to be honest. Oh, 8-ball, you paid me all day, 8-ball. Actually, no. The 8-ball does not hate. It merely speaks the truth. Alright, burns us for 3, kills our Hellion. Brawler. Make a land drop. I think we'll Brawler, discard Brawler. Next turn, Firecraft, crack the Courier. That might be the line that we take. We'll see. How many cards are under here now? 2. Brawler, dumping Brawler. And go. If he kills the Courier, then we'll get 2 cards. Likely. I'm not sure. Fevered Visions? Ooh. That seems like a bad idea against me. But then again, Lumi's running blue, so there's going to be a counterspell and we all know it. Ooh, hello. I can't be letting you go, can I? Alright. We wait. Bombardment and Impulse. Oh, Bombardment only hits for 2, so goodbye Courier. And Impulse is our Brawler. Fair enough. Is Hazoret enough to take it here, though? My favourite sleeves. Really want these for paper. Another Fevered Visions. Alright. You know that does stop Hazoret. In its own little weird way. Because it's going to get quite difficult eventually to get empty-handed here. Firecraft for 4. We might just get there before it becomes a problem though. Shock to 7. And then Hazoret to 2. Cannot predict now. Can you predict now though? We draw extra cards. Harness Lightning. And Collected Defiance. If he doesn't have counter magic, he's dead. And there's double blue. And Power of the Pages. Actually, he's just dead in general, because Hazoret's discard ability is going to kill him. Yeah. Magic 8-ball, you lied. It was enough. Untap. There's more damage spells. We'll just discard 1. Harness Lightning. And that's game. Oh dear. Lumi, that didn't seem very burny to me. Not Bernie at all. It seemed like there was blue for counter spells in there. Were you trying to throw me off? The moment I saw blue, I knew the summer was up, though. Definitely. Oh, God. Well, that is going to do it for today's stream. So, if you'd have had Barat, it would have been if Baral had lived. Nice. There's no way I was letting Baral live. No way at all. Alright, guys. That is going to do it for today's stream. So, I do hope you've all enjoyed. If you missed a little bit of it, then the VODs shall go up tomorrow, as well as some new content for the channel as well, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't also done so, then be sure to follow the stream to get notifications when we go live. And if you want to support the channel a little bit more, then you can also subscribe and get access to some emotes. And it's the best way to support the channel. If you do have Amazon Prime, you might have a Twitch Prime subscription that is not being used. A friend of mine didn't even realize that was the case, but there you go. So that is something that you can do, support for free if you've got Amazon Prime. But without further ado, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a blast, and I hope you guys have too. And I will see you in maybe tomorrow or the day after for some Oblivion streams, but otherwise on YouTube. Alright guys, see you later.